What if your biggest enemy in the markets isn't the algorithm, the whales, or the news, but the voice inside your own head? Most traders spend years studying indicators, order flow, and ICT concepts, but they never study the weapon that actually wins or loses accounts: their own psychology. Today, we're diving into something most coaches won't touch. We're talking about the shadow trader, the dark part of your mind that most traders ignore, deny, or fear. But the top 1% learn to weaponize. This isn't about positive thinking. This is about dark psychology, using fear, greed, pain, and ego, not to fight them, but to control them. If you've ever blown an account, revenge traded, or felt like you're your own worst enemy, this video will change how you trade forever. Stick around. By the end, you'll know how to use your shadow instead of letting it use you. In psychology, the shadow is the part of your psyche that holds everything you refuse to acknowledge: your fears, your shame, your anger, your darkest impulses. For traders, the shadow shows up as the urge to revenge trade after a loss, the compulsion to overtrade when you're bored, the need to prove the market wrong after being stopped out, the hidden belief that you don't deserve success. Most traders try to suppress these feelings. They say, I need to be calm. I need to be positive. I need to trust the process. But here's the brutal truth. Suppression doesn't work. The more you fight your shadow, the stronger it becomes. It leaks out in disguised forms. I'll just take one more trade to make it back. This time is different. The market is manipulating me. The top 1% traders don't suppress their shadow. They acknowledge it, understand it, and then use it. They turn their darkness into fuel. Let's name the dark emotions that control most traders, but that they refuse to admit. 1. Fear. Not just fear of losing money, but fear of being wrong, fear of irrelevance, fear of proving everyone right about you failing. 2. Greed. Not just wanting more money, but the need to prove your worth, to escape insecurity, to fill a void that money can't actually fill. 3. Shame. The quiet voice that says, you're not good enough. You blew it again. You'll never make it. 4. Ego. The need to be right, to control the market, to never show weakness. Rage. The silent fury at the market, at your past self, at brokers, at manipulation, at everything except the real problem: you. These aren't bugs. They're features of the human brain. Your brain evolved to survive, not to trade Forex. The problem isn't that you feel these emotions. The problem is that you let them drive the car while you pretend you're in control. The shadow trader doesn't pretend these emotions don't exist. He looks them in the eye and says, I see you. I know you. And now I'm going to use you. So how do elite traders use dark psychology to control their emotions? Step 1. Awareness. They build a shadow journal. Every time they feel fear, greed, rage, or shame while trading, they write it down. What triggered it? What story did I tell myself? What did I do? After 30 days, patterns emerge. You'll see exactly where your shadow hijacks you. Step 2, reframing. Instead of saying, I'm scared, I need to be calm, they say, fear means I'm about to do something that matters. This is my edge. This is where most traders quit. They turn fear into focus, not fear into paralysis. Step 3, controlled exposure. They deliberately put themselves in small, controlled losses to desensitize their fear response. Not to blow accounts, but to train their brain. Loss is data. Loss is part of the game. I can handle this. Step 4, emotional moneyballing. They track their emotional state like a trader tracks R multiples. Today, I felt 7 out of 10 greed before entering. I reduced size. Today, I felt 8 out of 10 fear after a loss. I walked away for 2 hours. They treat emotions as data, not as commands. The shadow trader doesn't eliminate darkness. He steers it. Here are 5 dark psychology tactics you can use in your trading starting today. 1. The worst case visualization. Before every session, visualize losing 3 trades in a row. Feel the pain. Then ask, can I still execute my next setup if this happens? If the answer is no, you're not ready to trade. This isn't negativity. This is emotional armor. 2. The pain anchor. When you feel the urge to revenge trade, physically anchor yourself. Squeeze your fist. Take a deep breath. Say out loud, this is my shadow. I see you. I'm not moving. You're training your brain to pause before acting on impulse. 3. The ego death rule. After every loss, write 1 sentence. Today I lost because. And be brutally honest. No blaming the market. No blaming manipulation. Your ego wants to lie. Your shadow wants to protect you from pain. But truth is your edge. 4. The dark reward system. Instead of rewarding yourself only with wins, reward yourself for following your plan after a loss, walking away when you wanted to overtrade, staying calm when you felt rage. You're training your brain to value discipline over dopamine. 5. The shadow dialogue. When you feel fear or greed, talk to it like a person. Okay, fear, I see you. You want me to hesitate, but I'm going to take the trade anyway. You can come with me, or you can stay here, but I'm moving. You're not fighting your shadow. You're leading it. Here's the hard truth. Most traders will never master their shadow. Why? Because it's easier to blame the market, easier to blame the banks, easier to blame manipulation than to look in the mirror and say, I lost because I couldn't control myself. Most traders want a magical indicator, a secret ICT setup, a holy grail. But the real edge isn't in the charts. It's in the dark corners of your own mind.
And that's uncomfortable. That requires honesty. That requires you to face parts of yourself you'd rather ignore. The shadow trader accepts this. He knows that the market is a mirror. It shows you exactly who you are. Your discipline, your fear, your ego, your truth. You can't fake it. You can't algorithm your way out of self-sabotage. The only way through is through.
Here's your invitation. Stop fighting your shadow. Stop pretending you're calm when you're not. Stop blaming the market for your emotional reactions. Start acknowledging your darkness. Start using it. Start leading it. Every time you feel fear, greed, rage, or shame, don't run. Don't suppress. Look it in the eye and say, I see you. You're part of me. And now you work for me. That's what the shadow trader does. If this video hit home, drop a comment. I'm ready to face my shadow.
Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and smash that notification bell, because next week we are going even darker. The psychology of self-sabotage. Why traders want to fail. Until then, trade your mind first. The charts will follow. This is Ham from Psychology for You and the Sigma Trader. Stay sharp, stay dark, and keep trading.